Excellencies, distinguished delegates, thanks to the chair of the Group of 77 for inviting the South Center to send this message at this special event of the Group of 77 and China to commemorate the International Day of Science, Technology and Innovation for the South. Since its creation 30 years ago, the South Center has recognized the transformative role of science and technology in shaping modern societies, especially within developing countries where challenges such as poverty, limited infrastructure and public health crises persist. The South Center has also noted over the years the enormous north-south asymmetry in the capacity to generate and use the outcomes of science and technology. It has also noted the barriers that developing countries have historically faced to get access to new technologies. In fact, technological dependency has been one of the root causes of underdevelopment. Developing countries made efforts to adopt an international code of conduct on transfer of technology between 1978 and 1985, which failed due to the resistance by developed countries. These countries were able later to dictate stringent rules on intellectual property protection under the TRIPS agreement, which set additional barriers for the transfer of technology to our countries. They have also systematically refused to take commitments for technology transfer in international agreements, as shown in the case of the recently adopted pandemic agreement. While celebrating this International Day, it is important, however, to also recognize that the situation is changing, at least partially. Developing countries' participation in global research and development expenditure has increased steadily in the last 25 years, from around 6% to around 37%. This is something to be celebrated, while noting that such an increase is mainly due to the impressive expansion of research and development in China. The participation of low-income economies in global research and development remains small, despite progress in certain individual countries. About 80% of countries invest less than 1% of GDP in research and development. Two conclusions, among others, may be drawn from this scenario. The first one is that the opportunities for South-South cooperation in science and technology have expanded. More needs to be done to enhance the institutional capacity of our countries to engage in such cooperation. Secondly, technology transfer needs to remain as an important issue in the international arena, including in the World Trade Organization, UNCTAD, the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, the Paris Agreement, and other fora. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, the South Center has produced a contribution for this meeting that addresses some of these issues, and we hope that it will be useful for your further deliberation. Thank you again for your kind invitation.